Well, hello, folks. For everybody out there, welcome back to this little live stream. See what all we can get into today. Let me know what you guys out there want to see, what you want to know. Anywho, starting to finally clear up out here, starting to get some sunshine. Anyways, for all you folks out there, welcome to Chris Land, home of the Chris. Another day here in Phoenix, with the birds chirping, the dogs chilling, and the sky's clearing up. For anybody out there that's interested in watching, good for you. For all of you who are just passing through, good for you too, I guess. Find whatever it is that interests you and do it. Me, still getting over an accident almost a month ago. A little bruise, still a little sore, but I am feeling better. For anybody that gives a hoot. Almost ready to get back out there and do some more e-bike adventures. Fortunately, it's been kind of crappy weather lately, so I haven't really felt too bad about not getting out there and doing videos. But I do miss the adventures. Do miss getting out there and enjoying the weather. Just not a fan of the cold, which is why I moved out here to the desert. But compared to back east and up north, could be worse. This would actually be not even 2/3 of the way through. Probably 2/3 of the way through your winters, back east at least. Being from the Midwest, I don't miss it one bit. Like I said, that's why I moved out here to the desert. Anyways, after taking a few days off from doing the videos and live stream and all the other stuff, figured I'd jump on here and let you all know that I'm still here, still alive, and still doing what can be done, I guess. Anyways, I don't know if anybody even watches any of this or whatever, but for those of you who do, thank you. For those of you who don't, good for you, I guess. Anyways, just looking at some of the stuff on here, I guess. Some of these filters. Trying to see what all. Yes. There is. What dingo? What do you want, little dingo? There's no little kitties up there for you to eat today. Come up here. Come on. Welcome, dingo, to America. The little dingo that eats little babies. He's the baby eater. Yeah, I know. I know. You don't like stereotypes. You don't only like babies, you like other things too. Well, I guess since I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, and since there's really nobody out there wanting to talk, I guess we'll just sit here and play the waiting game. See if something strikes my fancy to talk about, or any of you watchers out there would like to converse with the blonde-haired Santa, then I guess we shall. If not, that's quite alright with me too. Not like I've got anything to hide or whatever. Anyways, yeah, I guess I do got something to talk about. Now that I think about it. For any of you folks out there old enough to have been around, or at the very least watched any of the Evil Dead movies. There were 3, I believe, back in the day when they first came out. Evil Dead 2, which is just a remake of the original, and then okay, well, I guess I've been restricted, so whatever. Seems like every time I do one of these, I'm always getting restricted for one thing or another, so read between the lines for all of you who don't like what you see. You have to feel offended by every little thing. You need to get a life, you need to get laid, and you need to fucking move on. Yowzer. That's not cool. I am actually being lit up here. Wow. It's not just a fucking ironic twist of fate where the title actually coincides with an event in the live stream. Anyways. For anybody out there that does watch these, that don't want to see this beard of mine or this face of mine, that would actually just like to see some content, I do have other channels. YouTube, you can go on there under the same handle and find my E-Bike Adventures, which I try to limit my appearance, I guess, to just my point of view, my perception. So what you'll see is a lot of times you'll just see me cruising down through Phoenix, different parts, you know, from wherever. I do find a lot of the trips I do take will be canal based because the lack of traffic, you know, dealing with knuckleheads that don't know how to drive, and just to be able to get out there and not feel like I'm sitting on the brake the whole time. Get out there and open the throttle up, cruise, enjoy the trips. Get to show you people out there a different side of Phoenix other than whatever stereotypical impression you might have of Phoenix or Arizona. It's not all Home Depot type people and desert, if you catch my drift. There are other things out here to see and do and enjoy. It doesn't cost you money, I mean. But hey, figure since Arizona's not sponsoring me, why should I sponsor them? So, anyways, for those of you who do come out here to Phoenix and do enjoy the climate, depending on the type of year, and I hope some of the videos I do share on YouTube will at least give you something to look forward to checking out on your own, or if you're not so inclined to, at least being able to enjoy the effort from people who are willing to show you. Restrictions, restrictions, restrictions. Well, you know what? Maybe life is a bit of a restriction. Not everything is PG-13 or Disney friendly or whatever you want to rose tinted glass view you want to perceive. Like I said, I've been just taking a break a little from doing my e-bike adventures to try to fully heal up after taking a couple of nasty spills. One trip back in January. If you'd like to see those nasty spills, then go to my YouTube channel. Same handle, and check out what you will on there. Hello folks, for everybody out there tuning in, tuning out, flipping through, flipping whatever. Today we're just sitting here chilling and trying to enjoy life. Beard, white beard and all. For those of you who wonder where I'm from, little town here in Arizona called Phoenix. I guess not really so much a little town, but Jessica Williams started following. Good for you. For those of you who are following, thank you. For those of you who do watch some of my videos or check out my content, thank you. For those of you who don't, hey, whatever. It's all good. As much content as there is out there nowadays, not everybody can reap the benefits of attention, I guess. Which is okay with me. Like I said, I'm not really doing this for popularity, for greed, or whatever nefarious desires a lot of people out there are having to do this. I don't really care. I just figure it's far easier to get my point out to far more people, whether you want to hear it or not, because I have the unlucky privilege of listening to people's bullshit that I don't want to have to listen to, but this motherfucker outside is really starting to really fucking creep me out a little bit. This motherfucker keeps going back and forth, in and out of his apartment like some fucking demented crackhead. Excuse the language if you don't like it. Grow up. Okay. Not everybody's gonna be as anal retentive on their vulgar use of profanities as some of you anal retentive dingleberries out there. I'm not here to please you or give you the PG-13. Sometimes you need to be slapped across the face and woken up to realize everything's not a Disney movie. Dude, I don't want to fucking play. What's your problem? What? Sorry, folks. That is just one of my dogs being a little irritating, but that he is. Always has to find the worst time to want to play and want to be given attention to. Rest of the time, I could be sitting here watching TV or enjoying my mini DVDs, and they will be off in their own little sleepy world, content, enjoying the lazy boy that I've got, being a couple of lazy boys. But as soon as they hear me start talking or moving around or doing anything other than staring blankly at a TV, they think it's time to give them attention, play their games. Dude, seriously. Anyways, like I said, the point of these live streams is, for me, just to be able to, I guess, interact to some degree with people outside without actually having to interact with them and hearing some of the stupid stuff that comes out of their mouths. Not everybody has stupid shit to say, but a lot of you don't put filters on what you converse about, and it's just, for anybody that's got an IQ above room temperature, it's a little irritating. Which is why, with the little help of Mother Nature, I can lower those high standards of mine and deal with conversing with some of you people that I would just as rather avoid conversing with. But not that it matters, because there's nobody really paying attention on here, so... Well, anyways, for the people out there that do like, and, you know, whatever, thank you. It is what it is, and life is what life is. Anyways, another day in Phoenix. Not quite clear skies, but not exactly overcast either. Sorry if my attention keeps going that way. Ooh, hard hit. Anyways, what dude? It's a little dingo. Anyways, keep looking that way because the door is that way. They got the door open. And I'm one of those types of people who likes to see the blue sky. The clear blue skies. I don't like seeing clouds and gray, miserable, overcast days because it was a little too depressing. And at least here in America, or at least this hemisphere of the earth, at this time of the year, we unfortunately have cold weather. Down in the southern hemisphere, Australia, it's actually summertime down there this time of year, which is kind of, I don't want to say ass backwards, but it's not exactly what anybody from this hemisphere is accustomed to at this time of the year. Which ultimately I would like to go down there and spend time down there. Just because of the fact that it is the land where everything seems like it can kill you, no matter the size. But that, not only that, but it's got so much history and just so much to see. The fact that it's not overcrowded, not too clustered or dirty, or, you know, like most countries, you know, you sit there and you think of, it's got a bit of a history. It's got some dark times and some light times, but there it just seems a little more freer to do your own thing. No, I'm not tired. just a little high. Sorry for the beady eyes, in case you wonder if that's what is making you assume I'm tired. Like I said, it's got a door open that's bright out. I'm sitting inside, looking at a screen on a phone, so if it looks like my eyes are squinting a little bit, it's to help adjust, because it's bright as fuck out, dark as shit inside, so if I'm giving off the wrong impression, then I apologize. And I don't like to sit too close to the screen. I mean, not exactly here look at my pretty face, so anyways, like I was saying, I wouldn't mind going to Australia just to go there, and I don't know, seems like it would be a fun place to go. Now, granted, I'm sure there are a lot of restrictions there that, compared to here in America, would seems outright silly, but I can't really judge what would be silly and what would not be silly, I guess. Living in America seems rather silly to most people from other countries. Seems kind of silly to some people that live in this country, but I guess depending on where you live at, you make do with what you got, and you weigh the pros and the cons, and you deal with what you can. If you're privileged enough to be able to choose where you end up or stay or reside for however long, then that would be a nice break from having responsibilities, I guess. But it would be kind of nice to do in the sense of vacation mentality, but not something you could really appreciate if it was something you were doing or just, accustomed to all the time. Anyways, why for anybody out there watching this, excuse my ignorance on some of this stuff. I am reasonably new at doing these channels and platforms and stuff. Not new to watching any of it, but new to the extent of posting stuff on it. I figured with the amount of time I've spent consuming entertainment, as far as visual entertainment, I would think I have qualified enough time to contribute in some way, shape, or form. Whether you agree or not is totally valid and totally in your own opinion. It's a good thing about living in America. You can have your own opinion. You can have your own likes, dislikes, quirks. You're not restricted to being one personality type or, typecast. So for the few people out there that do watch this, thank you. Like I said, I do have not only this TikTok channel, but I've got YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and yada yada yada. For anybody that wants to watch any of those, they're all listed under the same handle as on here. Christopher Bone 89.99. Anybody that wants to watch any of those, feel free to choose your platform of preference and let me know what you think. If you like it, or you know somebody who might like it, let them know. Oh. What, buddy? What? Did you come up here just to bug me? Come on. Why you gotta get right in my goddamn face? You don't need to be in my fucking face. Come on. God damn. See, you can be up here and not be a nuisance, buddy. I don't mind you being up here, but you don't need to fucking suffocate me, okay? See, Ossie's over there being a good boy. He's just chilling. He's doing his own thing. He doesn't give a fuck, okay? Do you mind? Do you mind? Will you fucking knock it off? I love my dogs, but one of these little suckers can be more needy than... I'm not going to finish her sentence. Fill it in as you want, but... They're good dogs, they listen, they're just... One will just suffocate the fuck out of you, just for attention. The other one would just sit there and chill and say, hi, my name is Aussie, and I'm a chill chihuahua. Yeah. We know you're just a chill dude. We know. You're one of the very few chihuahuas who doesn't sit there and get all yappy and everything. Anyways, for most people out there who have had chihuahuas or know chihuahuas, you better not fuck with them, dingo. Know that chihuahuas can be a little excited all the time. And a lot of excited most of the time. But not Aussie Poo. Not Aussie Poo. He's chill. Aren't you, buddy? Yeah. Anyways. So, for whatever it's worth, whether you stick around and watch or not. What? What are you saying, buddy? Anyways, like I was saying, what? What do you want? Come up here. Why are you getting on everybody's nerves, huh? Hey, don't push me. You don't need to be a little fucking needy little bitch, okay? Knock it off. Here's the needy little bitch. Sitting there, always gotta be the center of attention. Ain't that right? Hey, I'm talking to you. Don't look over there. Goddamn retard. What do you want? You know, it's not polite to sit there and stare. What do you want? What do you want? Somebody explain to me what would be